All right, everybody, welcome to our April Crescent Village Neighbors meeting. And we are featuring the owner of a unique new coffee shop on the corner of Germantown and Mount Airy, Ericka Stewart. According to the website of Kidd and Company, now it's KIDD and Company. That's the name of the new coffee shop. According to the website, founder Ericka Stewart, who's joined us, has curated a space that reflects the city's unique character, from the carefully crafted menu to the thoughtfully
Ouais,
selected jewelry,
exercise
home housewares,
1.3.
and items from Kenya, Ghana,
Donc,
Haiti, and beyond.
voilà.
Every detail is a nod to Philly's past, present, and future. So I want to welcome Erica, and I turn it over to you. Erica unfortunately can only join us for 20 minutes because she was invited by Mayor Parker to the Sixers game. And when you're invited by the mayor, you don't say no. Okay? So Erica, you're on.
All right, so good evening, everyone, and happy spring. The weather today is very interesting. It was cold yesterday, but it is now humid. The fun things about Kid and Co. for the spring is that we are extending our evening hours from 2 p.m. until 8 p.m., where families and neighbors can come in and check out our art gallery that is the front of the shop. All black and brown curated artists from all around the world. So as Steve mentioned, Kenya, Haiti, Nigeria. But we also have artists as local as Philadelphia. They live 2 blocks away. One of my good friends, Dr. Camille Gaines, is an underwater marine biologist, and she also has featured pieces in our collection. The other half of the cafe is still cafe. Coffee, tea, lattes. We have a specialty menu that includes local and organic herbs, as well as healing properties as local honey, local bee pollen, and a few other things. I see one of my business partners, Itzik, on the line. Itzik has been very integral in making sure that we have lights and we have design in the building. So those are the things that you want to come in and check out as you're doing your evening walks with your dogs or with your families. Come in, grab a cup of tea or coffee, but also just experience the difference of half cafe, half art shop, and gift shop that is specially curated for our neighbors.
Erica, tell us about your vision of the cafe as a community cultural hub. What you have in mind.
In mind, I have affordable rates where the typical rate in Philadelphia for an event space is about $150 an hour. We can start as low as $35 an hour when it is a health or wellness associated event. When we think about typical events that people want to have, private events, we will still have our rates lower than the average rate. We want people to come in, enjoy the space, and envision what they would like to have there. So we have booked 3 events for outside vendors. They will come in the later fall months. So we have availability during the spring and the summer for vendors and small business owners, those who make handcrafts, that are about wellness and healing, to come and enjoy the space inside or outside. That space is about 1,400 square feet, and we seat about 17 and about 32 standing. And with the upcoming sidewalk cafe permit that's going to be put in, we will be able to make some accommodations for outside dining as well. Currently, we feature a children's library in the front of the store where young children, excuse me, are able to come in and pick up books while their parents are ordering their coffee or their tea, and also have options of shopping from our house-made jam that is made during our cycle of farmers markets that we have every Saturday. During those different seasons, when cucumbers come up, peppers, peaches, strawberries, we're able to can and preserve those items for our customers in the near future. And then the same thing goes for our local honey. Our bees are local, as well as the honey and the bee pollen that we use in our entire menu.
Could you tell us about your coffee? Because you are known for your coffee. So tell us more about it.
So our coffee is a blend of Latin American beans as well as African beans, and we do a fine ground as well as our espresso ground. But we ensure that we do not burn the coffee for our customers, and they can enjoy it with whatever type of milk they prefer, traditional cow milk or alternative milk like coconut, almond, or oat milk. We give people with several different options for their dairy choices, but also the flavor that we offer is top top pick, the Madagascar vanilla. Instead of French vanilla, we go with a Madagascar vanilla.
Well, what I especially find interesting at Kid and Company is that it really is a gathering place. And Erica is really trying to open it up to the community and be so welcoming. She really has a very broad vision. Erica, I was filling in for you
Thank
while
you.
you cut out. Um,
Yes, like I said, this is my first time ever using these earphones, so I do apologize. So I was mentioning that I don't share where I get my beans from, but I do share that it is a proprietary blend that is sourced from Latin America as well as African beans, and it is a uh, light robust blend
okay.
with notes of chocolate, oranges, as well as cinnamon and cardamom.
Okay. And are you the main tester?
Oh no, I'm not the main tester. I allow the community to come in and we do tasting events for our baked goods, our prepared meals, as well as our coffee.
Yeah. Terrific. Terrific. And tell us about some of the goods, some of the edible goods that you sell.
Absolutely. So we make a house baked banana bread, and typically guests would like to enjoy that with our house jam, traditional peanut butter and jelly, but we also offer Biscoff butter as well as almond butter based on availability. But that is our go-to as people come in and shop and purchase their black and brown art, that they're also able to grab a bite to eat um, while we wrap their gifts and do those other things for them. Our main focus is the black and brown art from all around the world, but also the moment that you can slow down, relax for a moment, and have a cup of coffee or tea and continue on with your day.
And tell us more about the art. Like,
Absolutely.
and
So,
it's not just art. You have jewelry, you have homewares.
right. So they're all considered art, right? So we have beadwork, we have painting, we have charcoal, illustration, but we also have a piece inside the shop that was done to celebrate Dr. King Day of Service, where one of my students that is celebrating 3 years here in America from Haiti, he came and he did that piece during the event from 7 a.m. until about 2 p.m. when he finished. And that is one of our highlighted pieces in the space that is not for purchase. If you offer the right amount, we will sell it, but currently it is not for purchase.
Okay. Okay. And when you and I talked about African art, I mentioned that one of our neighbors, Mary Ann Domanska, does she she sells for the Swahili community some of their art. And so now, do you do that as well?
So she and I have become community partners where we do have featured pieces from the Lamongo project. What is different in that capacity is that those artists receive 100% of the proceeds and the profits to their project. So they have beadwork such as bowls, necklaces, earrings, and bracelets, as well as fabric collages within our art collection. And those are the pieces that I highlight the most because there's a direct connection to these families and these young people that need resources for education and hygiene.
So tell us more about yourself. How did you get into this? What is your background? I know that you're involved with community food serving the community in terms of food. Tell us more about yourself. I know you were born on, or you lived on Mount Pleasant and Stenton, I think you told me. Okay.
I'll fill in the blanks for you. So I am a first generation Philadelphian. My father is from Harlem, New York. My mother is from Ohio, East Liverpool, Ohio. My father was the first African American photographer for the Philadelphia Inquirer, and he graduated from Columbia. And my mother was an educator in the Philadelphia School District for 36 years. And I followed in both of their footsteps. And it had brought me to the point now that I'm a public recognized and well-renowned public servant, as well as a food rescue chef, where my leisure time as well as my additional responsibilities fall into the lines of fighting food injustice hands-on, making sure that markets, vendors don't have to dispose of food that can actually be repurposed, but also redistributed. So that is the main thing that Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays consist of for me as an individual. I am a mentor in my community when it comes to young men of color that are living at risk lifestyles to give them an outlet to learn about workforce development, but also learn about self awareness, self preservation. And those are the 20 years of experience I have had from graduating high school and taking different courses and really understanding the makings of Philadelphia. I've worked in politics, I've worked in behavioral health and mental health, and that is where the food inspiration comes in at is that everyone needs to eat. We can eat together. The more we educate each other about the food that we intake, the more we can know about our long-term outcomes.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you for giving us an an insider's view of what is a very promising uh, place in our community. I really appreciate it.
I
So,
appreciate the opportunity. I wouldn't miss it for anything.